Hey guys, Brian here. Today I'm giving you my impressions of SH Figuarts Perfect Cell. Now a lot of people consider this guy to be like the premier, best SH Figuarts figure there is, and I can definitely see why. Like, his design is made for SH Figuarts. All of his joints are very perfectly in line with the aesthetic choices. Like, he's got the waist joint right where it should be. He's got an ab crunch right where it can be. Actually, double ab joint. That's a problem. His head pops off pretty easily. And I don't really know, short of thickening the ball joint, I'm not really sure what else I can do to fix that. But anyway, his wings are on ball joints and are pretty darn expressive. His tail doesn't do anything. In fact, I'm a little bit concerned about how thin this bit is. And concerned it might break, but it doesn't do anything on its own. Editing this out. His legs have a perfect thigh swivel, because that little ridge there is just absolutely the perfect place to do it. His knees have the knee cap already built in, so you can get the double knee joint, and it looks fine. His toes are up. His feet are awesome. His toes are awesome. His wrist is a little bit hindered by his cuff, but, that's one negative. His shoulder pads are on this double joint here, so they get out of the way very easily. Often, too easily, they'll get out of the way and just be stuck in an awkward position, but they easily flip back down, and it's not a perfect shoulder joint. You can see gaps every once in a while, but as long as you keep it in mind and pose him with that in mind, he poses pretty darn awesomely. As for accessories, he basically comes with a standard assortment of parts for SH Figuarts. A slew of different hands in various poses, a couple extra faces. I never get enough faces. And the pair of arms that you can rip off his arms and put these up to be cross-armed. He also comes with an effects part that I currently don't have, but I'll throw up a picture of the effect part right now. It's a pretty awesome Kamehameha with the ground effect, and in person looks pretty awesome, if a little simplistic. I'm not in love with the Kamehameha effect, but it's passable and serviceable and certainly good to have. Now, for size comparisons, you've got to, of course, have one with him against Goku, and they scale pretty darn well. Let's throw Android 18 in here as well. See, they are pretty awesome. And since Cell is often people's favorite villain, let's throw my favorite villain in, just to see how they look together. And that actually was pretty awesome to me. Seeing these two guys side by side is just makes me smile. So he's basically got the same articulation as regular SH Figuarts, the same limitations, the same issues with heads falling off. The face swap gimmick isn't as utilized as I would like, but then again, I'm probably never going to be satisfied with that. But he's basically a lot of people's favorite villain, done in an absolutely fantastic style, done with the best engineering that can be applied to this design, which is basically made for this design. So if I were talking to myself in the past, I would say, Brian, he's pretty awesome, but since you don't care that much about Cell, you can go ahead and skip him. But I talk to basically anybody else who likes Dragon Ball Z, majority of them are going to say Cell is their favorite villain. And to those people, I would say, if you like Cell and have any interest in collecting any figures at all, or even just want to mess with something that's awesome, grab this guy, because he is pretty darn cool. I'm not trying to make review videos, I'm just trying to give my impressions of him, but he is a fantastic figure of a fantastic design of a fantastic character for most people. Just doesn't have to be my cup of tea, but I admit that I'm weird. So at the end of the day, I'm pleased to have him, but don't feel he's required for my collection. Other than that, I'm just easily pleased with Dragon Ball figures. I can't really point to a specific reason why I needed to have him, other than the fact that I was getting Android 18 and kind of felt I needed to have Cell and Android 18, because you kind of have to. But I am not super in love with this figure, but can see how others will be. So that's my thoughts on the figure. What do you guys think of this guy? How does he look to you? I'd like to know. See ya!